Hi, I'm filming this in the dark today. I'm filming it in the kitchen, and I'm sat under the light, so there's no with the tin roof up there, so there's no more. I can't make myself any more visible. But I needed to make another video since yesterday. um, to make you aware that I managed to get a psychology appointment every Tuesday now at 11:30. So today I had my first appointment with a psychologist called CeeLo. But today was really just for him to know who I was, get to know me. Wasn't really anything about therapy, although he did ask me, told me it was very complicated, there's lots of different things, and asked me, there's something I desperately want to work on. So I told him the panic problem that I have, the panic attacks I wanted to work on. He gave me some homework to do, so I have to, every time I feel it coming on, I have to make note of what symptoms come first and in what order, and everything about the environment. So all of the observations about the environment, the temperature, the location, how busy it is, what's going on around, the smell, anything that's happening, the feel, what's going through my mind before it starts, that type of thing. So that was all okay, and he's arranged to see me every Tuesday. The time might change because the system is undergoing rearrangement at the moment, so the timing might change, but he'll let me know next Tuesday. I'll still have the weekly sessions. He said first there are 6 sessions, and then they reassess you to see if you need any more sessions and what you need to work on. So it was positive, but then when I got back I had a problem with feeling like a burden again. I managed not to injure myself, but I promised Sonia, my sister here, that I would try not to do it for her, because it hurts her as well. So I just lied on the bed and I cried. I feel stupid for saying this on here, but I'm just keeping a diary, so that's what happened. And then I just felt unsure about, whether I'm doing the right thing or whether I'm being a burden again, because I don't want to be a burden in this country. And so, but I did write things down. Hold on, I'm just trying to find it. I wrote, I don't know if I will give him this letter yet, but because I might have changed, my feelings might have changed by next week. I'm so sorry that it sounds like I'm feeling sorry for myself all the time. I'm trying not to. I actually hate myself. I don't feel sorry for myself at all. I feel like I should be punished for everything. Everything is my fault, and all I want to do is punish myself. So I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for everybody else who has to deal with me, including the therapists. So I might not be thinking straight, but I wrote this letter after I had time to think about the session. I wrote that I feel too guilty to be coming here and using resources that are for local people who are very desperate. I think it is better for everybody if I go to the person I spoke to before I came back, who's Nikki in Bryanston, as I am able to pay for a few sessions myself, and I do not want to be a burden on yet another society. I appreciate all your help here at Barra, but I have a very big problem with dealing with guilt. Thank you again for your kindness. From Emma. So I wrote that. And then there was a few other things that came up in my mind that he'd mentioned that just triggered other thoughts from the past. And I just couldn't stop crying because he was very professional. I signed a document about consent and confidentiality, and he told me that therapy is often difficult and that involves being straightforward, which can be painful at times for both. But then that got twisted in my mind later on, and I wrote here that on the back that I'm also scared about the being straightforward business because I'm still recovering from the last time that happened to me 2 years ago, which was the incident with Dr. Hart. I mean, you couldn't have been more straightforward than he was. He was shouting into my face for half an hour, telling me I was a complete burden on society, a total waste of time and resources, and that I was the abusive one in my family and I needed to fix things with my family and leave the health services alone. So that was very straightforward of him, and I'm still recovering from that. And I don't know if that could happen again. So I am worried, I'm scared about that, and I need to protect myself. Because I'm still dealing with that every single day. That's where being a burden comes from. It was that session with the psychiatrist in Scotland. I also wrote that I have no proof